We are live here today between these two teams here today on Friday Night Soccer. It's between Tominto Bees. I'm going to go one-on-one against Los Andreas Pompey. And we know that Los Andreas Pompey did get a result in their previous matchup in the opening game of the season when they beat Portsmouth United on Sunday. And for Tominto Bees, they are bottom of the Premier League after losing their first match of the season last Sunday and lost 4-0 in that opportunity to try and win the game. They lost 4-0 away from home. But today is their first home game of their season, and they are playing here today against Los Andreas Pompey. And Jimmy Hansberg, tell us your thoughts on these two teams. Let's talk about the Tominto at the moment. Well, disappointing game last week on Sunday. They lost 4-0 against Grasshoppers 5 days ago, but they're back here today on Friday night before the weekend kicks off. And can they get their first win at home? I think they can. I've still got belief that they can get something out of this match. They're at home. They've got their fans behind them. They've got some very good players like Van Persie, Iron Robin, key players in the Tominto team. They've got a very good set of players, and I don't think they're going to struggle one bit. Okay, last week they bottled. They allowed Grasshoppers to hit on them quite a lot, but I don't think that's going to be the case here today. They're at home. The fans expect them to try and get something here today, and we'll wait and see if that comes and happens, of course. And what about Los Andreas Pompey? Because Los Andreas Pompey did well against Portsmouth, won their match on Sunday as well 5 days ago. What do you think they could do today against Tominto? I'm very impressed of how Pompey played last year. They're a very attacking team. They had Carnu. They had a very good team of Skulls up front, the talisman up front, Leon Dyer, and they've still got that for this new season as well. It'll be a challenge because Pompey have obviously lost their main manager, since he's managed since 2017, Oliver Aldo. They lost him in the summer after he left to join Goldfield Boys United as their new manager. But under Frank de Boer, he did very, very well in terms of coming to be the new manager of this team, and he's got the best out of the players, and got that in that game on Sunday. Today, could they win today? I think they probably could do. So we'll see how Frank de Boer's team can set up here today. Are they going to be fantastic? Are they going to be at it attack-wise? We have to wait and see about that. But we'll see in terms of both teams will play, because both teams are going to be at it today, and both teams are going to be the toughest teams here on Friday night, because they both demand points at the start of the season. So we'll have to wait and see. Right, let's go now to managers, Charlie Taylor and Frank de Boer. Charlie Taylor, today your team are playing at home against Los Andreas Pompey. It's a huge match for your team because we all know that you lost last week 4-0 on Sunday against Grasshoppers. But today, before the weekend, you're playing against Pompey at home. How do you feel? It's going to be a challenge for our team. I know that it's going to be a challenge for our team to try and get a result, because we were very, very awful and very vulnerable. We were against the Grasshoppers' attack last game, in the first game of the season. We are bottom of the league, so we have to try and deal with that and try and be a bit better in terms of how the way we work, how the way we play, how the way we'll be consistent in matches, and that's what we need to do. So I'm hoping personally that I could deliver as a manager at home in front of our supporters with our first win of the season, because it is early days of the season. Anything can happen. I'm not going to be negative to my players, because it's only one game we've managed this season, and the players played. So it's very, very early days of the season for both parties. But at the moment, we've got a game here today, our first home game of the season. We want to win. We want to be consistent. We want to give these fans a hell of a win before the weekend kicks off this weekend. Okay, thank you very much there, Charlie Taylor. Thank you. Frank de Boer, perfect win on your first ever game as manager for Pompey on Sunday 5 days ago. But today you're playing here today in your match day 2 here on Friday Night Soccer against Tominto Bees. Any thoughts on your game and your players today, performance here today you'll really expect them to do here on match day 2? Well, I do believe that our team is capable of winning, And we did that last game against Pittsburgh United. But today is important match, of course, again, because it's our second game of the season, and I want to get a good 100% record in this whole 2 games since we've played this season. So today is important that I hope that my team could play very, very well, like what happened in the last game. And if we can do that today's game, like we did on Pittsburgh on Sunday 5 days ago, then there's a chance that we could go top of the league. So it'll be nice if we do that, but we want to be consistent, we want to be strong, and we want to be a brave. Okay, thank you very much there, Frank de Boer. Thank you. And let's go straight to the match right here, right now, because your commentators here today is going to be Joshua Cole, and also as well with Jamie Robinson to broadcast you Tominto Bees and Los Andreas Pompey.
2 great teams, well, mid-table teams, let's say, with mid-table teams from last season's campaign. And let's get straight into it. This is live. It is Los Andreas Pompey versus Tominto Bees. It's a team who are bottom of the Premier League, who lost 4-0 against Grasshoppers in the opening game of the season. Tominto Bees are taking on the team who won last week, Los Andreas Pompey, against Pittsburgh United last week. And that's all live right here, right now. And here we go, let's get straight into it. It is live, it's Tominto Bees versus Los Andreas Pompey here today. And we are live for this matchup. And here we go. And the red and white stripes versus the Pompey, the Blue Army, in this matchup right here, right now. Now Jordi Alba with the ball there to Jan Vertonghen. Now Rio Wilson, now Afonso Davis. Jan Vertonghen, bit of passing short here, now to Witsel. Yamat. Robin. Now crossing the box here from Jan. There's a chance here. Oh, good defending right there. Now Christian Pulisic will try to clear it away here for Pompey. And now Kanu has the ball here. Now passes it and gives it to Sol Campbell. Now boots it away. And now here's a chance here for Scholes. Lost it. Now here's a chance maybe now to Xhaka. Now a header away here. Good, very, very good. Now Axel Witsel. Now Batshuayi. Now Van Persie trying to get the ball here, but good defending right there from Pompey right here. Now Dwight Young. Now Axel Witsel. Now Christian Pulisic. And now a chance again here down to Kanu. Now Max Marshall. Now it's Max Marshall again here. Now there's a chance here, very short pass he tried to do there, but he couldn't. Oh, now Sol Campbell. Now Kanu. Now Robin. Now pass it very, very short here. Now to Robin. Now Alba. Oh, shot hit the crossbar right there. Van Persie had a diving header, hit the crossbar, and could have been a goal. Now Van Persie and puts it in the back of the net. And the first goal of the campaign for Tominto Bees after their devastating defeat last week against Grasshoppers United. They lost 4-0 in that last week's game. But this week, or so far in this game, they've got a goal. And that was all from Robin Van Persie right there. Good ball right there from Iron Robin. Sweaties it. And Pompey are losing here by 1-0. Fantastico right there. Good ball there from Iron Robin. And a great goal from Robin Van Persie. And there you go. And now Gibson. Now Taylor Neal. Now Christian Pulisic. Jan Vertonghen. Now Iron Robin. Now is Michi Bashiwai. Now Iron Robin here. Crosses it in. Weak foot. Bashiwai here with shots. Good save there from James Taylor. A good cross right here. Now Van Persie, then Bashiwai hits it, and a save there from Taylor, the goalkeeper for Pompey. Now across to the box here for a second goal perhaps here for Tominto, but good defending away. Offside, the referee put his flag up for offside. Ain't going to work out one bit. Now Rio Wilson will pass it short here for the Tominto Bees team. No, Charlie Taylor will be very happy that his team are leading this game here after that defeat last week against Grasshoppers. That put them in the bottom of the league by the end of match day 1. But match day 2, they'd be very happy to lead this game so far. Could they do even more damage? There's a chance here for a shot. And a goal, it's 2-0. And Batshuayi equalises, and Tominto Bees have got a second goal. They might have lost last week, but this week they've actually turned their tune around. And it's now 2-0 to Tominto Bees. Great ball there, gave it to Batshuayi, strikes it and scored. And to make it 2-0 to the good. Now Gibson. Oh, Axel Witzel won the ball back here. Now Bashiwai, Van Persie, Robin, trying to get the ball, but he couldn't. Now Pompey have been very vulnerable at the back. They've been allowing Tominto to hit on their counter-attack. Last week they weren't vulnerable. They were very good against Portsmouth. But this week they've been a little bit weak on Friday Night Soccer. And now Bashiwai, that diving header there, that could have been 3, that could have been. There you go. Goal kick. Now header away here. Now Max Marshall. Now Kanu. Now crosses it right there. To a save right there from Handanovic, the goalkeeper for Tominto Bees. Now is Yamat. Now Iron Robin. Bashiwai. Chance for a third. Oh, for a third. And it's Robin Van Persie again for his second goal of the game. And Tominto Bees have done completely different compared to what happened last week. They lost last week's game against Grasshoppers 4-0, but it looks like thrashing Pompey here by 3-0. And that was something right there they'd be very happy about. But all thanks to Robin Van Persie. Great ball for Bashiwai, and right there, do not give away a chance there for Van Persie. He will strike it home. He had that good finish last season he had, but this season he is having that same moment again he is. And Charlie Taylor's, well, their first home game of the season is a good one on Friday night here on the 1st of October. And it is 3-0 it is at the moment. Now is Afonso Davis. And now is Bashiwai. Now Robin. Now half-time. Whistle is blown for half-time, and Tominto have destroyed Pompey here on Friday Night Soccer as it's 3-0 at half-time. Right, let's get straight into it. We are live. It is 3-0, and we are looking forward to this game so far right here. Now Scholes. Pass it here now to Max Marshall. Kanu. And there you go, that's going to be now a free kick. Now Kanu. That's going to be a free kick here. Dwight Young. Now Van Persie. Now Witzel. Xhaka. Now Dyer. Scholes. Kanu header trying to do a dive in there, but he couldn't do anything there for some reason. So that's going to be now a throw-in here for the Tominto Bees. It could have been a goal for Pompey, but it is 3-0, so there's nothing really to say about that at the moment. Rio Wilson. Jan Vertonghen. Now is Max Marshall. Now is a chance. Oh, the crossbar. Now Dwight Young. Now Davis. There you go. This now be a free kick here for Pompey. Scholes right here. Got a challenge he did against Alphonso Davies. No, he got a free kick because of that Pompey here. Dwight Young comes off. Kevin Morales will come on for Tominto. But I can't believe they are 3-0 up in this game here. They couldn't get anything about it here to me, Pompey. Pompey have been very, very slow. They've been very vulnerable at the back. Not like them at all, but they've been that in the first half. Now there's a chance of her crossing the box here. Kanu maybe. Good defending right there from Jan Vertonghen. And now is Sol Campbell with the ball. Now Xhaka. Max Marshall. Now the chance here for Alan Scholes here. And that's going to be a free kick for Pompey again. Bit of fouling going on. I think that was a free kick, I think, there from Pompey. It looked like a foul for Pompey did against Tominto, but he just dived apparently so. Now, chance for Pompey here, trying to get a goal, they couldn't. Now Tominto got the ball here, now all thanks to Van Persie with the ball, now to Alphonso Davies. Here for Tominto. Now Handanovic will boot the ball away. And now is Dyer. That's going to be a free kick. Corner kick, sorry. Now crossing the box in now Xhaka. There you go. That's going to be now out for a goal kick. Witzel. Now Scholes block. away there. Now Morales. Shot. Oh, could have been a goal there, but there's a save there from the goalie, Taylor. Good save from him. Yeah, great save from James Taylor. Now is Xhaka. Handanovic. Now Axel Witsel. Now Vertonghen. Now chance here, oh, good chance for a goal perhaps. Now Axel Witsel. Now Jack Gonyel. Take the free kick here for Tominto. Only got 2 minutes left to stop his time remaining. It's going to be all over. Tominto will get the 3 points for the first time after their defeat last week in their first open game of the season. But this will be very happy to take the 3-0 win at home. And they've done that very superbly and executed it very superbly. And it was all over here in the Premier League game on Friday Night Soccer. Tominto Bees 3, Los Andreas Pompey 0.
The full-time whistle was officially blown here today, and Tominto Bees have thrashed, and I mean thrashed, Los Andreas Pompey by 3-0. It was the other way round on Sunday, 5 days ago, when they lost away from home 4-0 in the first game of the season. But today, it was the complete opposite, and they thrashed Pompey here today by 3-0 in their first home game of the season. And Jimmy, tell us your thoughts on how Tominto played today, because they played absolutely beautiful soccer, knocking the ball about, possession was pass-based, and it was absolutely phenomenal. And tell us your thoughts about this game today and the result required, of course, for Tominto Bees. Now, win today and be relieved they've finally got a win. Not really finally, they only played one game and lost last game, and then today in match day 2 they won. So, how do you feel they've got that win? It's good they got that win under their belt, of course, Gary, because we know that Tominto Bees are a big club. They don't deserve to be in any relegation fight anyways this new season. They deserve to be probably a mid-table team as far as I'm concerned in a way. But it's early days, of course. It is 2 games in. They did very horribly wrong they were on Sunday when they lost 4-0 and got smashed. But it's reverse about it. It's reverse. And it was been fantastic for them to get the result today instead of lost, of course, on Sunday last week. So they played very, very well. Very good soccer, attractive soccer, knocking the ball about, pass possession, pass-based, knock, 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 dominating the game, make it very about them, of course, in this match. And that's something, in a way. But, however, for Los Andreas Pompey, they, of course, played as... not played great, played very ugly soccer today. They weren't playing as it was when they won against Portsmouth on Sunday. They played very, very awful. We'll get to them in a minute. But for Tominto Bees, they played very, very well. I thought they knocked the ball about, passed possession in the game, and that's what they did. They did very, very well. They knocked the ball about. They played very, very well, and a lot better they were. And I think Van Persie was a real main talisman in their team. He was the one who really put himself out there, scored 2 goals, and also Bashiwai also scored for Tominto to make it a win for them, and 3 points for them, of course, in match day 2. So happy days, smiley days, of course, for him. And I'm looking forward to the next challenge to see what they can do next week and the week after, because they can play good soccer. I know they can compete and be a mid-table team. They felt like a real proper worst team they were last game, but this game they were the complete opposite. And now talk about Pompey. What are your thoughts about them today in that poor performance for them under Frank de Boer? It's not good in a way, but at the same time, it's early days. I think with Pompey, they played very, very well on Sunday against Portsmouth. They really dominated them. And this week, here on Friday Night Soccer, they play awful. They played, and they didn't really play like a team. They didn't play today. I've really felt that, they got a lot of fouls, a lot of free kicks. They had a lot in the second half to try and get a goal, or one goal at least, but it wasn't good enough today. Okay, they might have won free kicks, won decisions, but they didn't play very, very well. Even though the referee allowed them to have the right decisions in their team to try and get a free kick and do better, but they didn't really use that in the game. They really played slow in a way. They didn't really play like a proper team. And Tominto's defence was very, very organised compared to last week. So they really realised about that, Tominto. But for Pompey, however, there's a lot of work to do. Yep, absolutely so there, Jimmy. Let's get to the managers to react after the game. Charlie Taylor and Frank de Boer. Charlie Taylor, your team today won by 3-0. And tell me your thoughts about the win today for your team. We played very, very well. I thought our team were very, very at it. We were learning our lessons compared to our last match against Grasshoppers on Sunday 5 days ago. But before the weekend begins, we got the win. And we're out of the relegation zone, out of the bottom of the table, out of it. And I'm happy about that. But at the same time, it's early days of the season. We're only 2 games in. Anything can happen. Things can go pear-shaped, but it's good that we got an early win at the start of the season, regardless on the defeat last week. So I'll take a lot of credit, and the credit is being due to that. And I'll give the players 2 or 3 days off to prepare themselves for the next match, and we'll go from there. Tell me how good was the man of the match today, Robin van Persie today. Scored 2 goals for your team today to get yourself the 3 points and the whole team the 3 points. He's a very good player, as we all know, Van Persie is. He's done this for a very long time, and even from last season as well. We had a very good year last season to score a lot of goals and a lot of finishes. He likes to do 1v1s. He's very good at 1v1 finishes, he is. And he showed that today in the following season after last season's performance. But at the same time, we want to look at now the next game and the next game to improve where we want to be. But we all know we're going to have obstacles. We're not really the favourites to win the league because we are a mediocre team. But at the same time, it'd be nice to explore, because it'd be good if we can really explore and be up the top of the table, be around that area. But at the same time, it's all about us, really worrying about one game at a time. And Van Persie today has done that. If we can keep him fit, keep him not injured throughout this season, we might do a lot better. But we'll have to wait and see. But well done for Van Persie. He's a tremendous player. And he does deserve the man in that today, because the 2 goals he scored were critical and wonderful. Okay, thank you very much there, Charlie Taylor. Thank you much. Thank you. Frank de Boer, 3-0 loss for your team today. Wasn't like that last week when you beat Portsmouth, but this week you've lost 3-0. What does that make your team feel after this match? Well, we played very, very poor in the match. We tried to win, tried to attack a bit more in the second half. We had a lot of fouls going our way in the second half. We could have really used that to try to really drive in their defence and try to score. And I want that to happen, but it didn't work out. And Tominto very, very bossed their defence and got the ball away quite a full time. So it was a lot of waste of chances that we got in our opportunities to try to get a free kick in the box, try to score from them, from the fouls we had from outside of the box, but it wasn't to be, and we weren't good enough today. And I thought Tominto really dominated us, and we played awful soccer. So now I've got to look at the next match. We've got to look at how we play in our next games, but at the same time we've got to reflect on this match. We've lost before the weekend begins. It'd be nice to have a 100% record before going to the weekend, top of the league before the weekend begins. But it wasn't to be, though. Even though we want to win to go top of the league before everybody else, but at the same time we bottled that and we lost 3-0 because of it. Okay, thank you very much there, Frank de Boer. Thank you very much. That's what we have time for here today on Friday Night Soccer. And unfortunately, the bad news is that tomorrow's games and during the weekend will be no broadcasting commentary in any of our matches for this weekend.